Do I decline the meeting if my boss cannot attend right away, or do you accept everything and then like daily, weekly, etc., and decline accordingly? Let's talk about it. This completely depends on the meeting. Some things, even if my boss can't attend, he likes it being on his calendar for visibility. So there are certain things that I will do like a tentative, that he will tentatively be there, and then I send a note to the organizer and just let them know that he can't attend, but he wants it on his calendar for visibility. If it's a meeting with like our CEO, no, I'm not going to decline that. I'm going to keep that on his calendar so he has visibility to it. But if it's like a team meeting or an update meeting and he legit cannot make it, I'll decline it right then and there. It just depends on what the meeting is. Again, there's some things that even when he's traveling, he likes to keep it on his calendar for visibility. But then I'm also looking at his calendar daily throughout the day, weekly, monthly. Like I'm looking every week. I'm checking the calendar weeks and months out just to look for conflicts, because my boss really looks far out on the calendar, so I like to be ahead of the game. And then there's sometimes that, you know, I need to ask him, do you want to send a delegate to this meeting? Are you going to be calling in for it? Sometimes I just need to get his opinion on it. Overall, I think it's just really important that you stay up on the calendar. I look at his calendar every single day. I'm checking what's going on that day, what's going on this week, what's going on next week that I need to maybe get some things done for, what trips are happening next month so we can get ahead of them. I'm always looking at the calendar. There's meetings I keep them on the calendar just for his visibility. Even though he won't be attending, he just wants to know that they're happening so that he can maybe reach out to someone that is attending the meeting and he can get the information from them. I also will leave it on the calendar if I'm sending a delegate for him, because there's some meetings that I send delegates for him. So I'll leave the invite on the calendar, and then I do a separate calendar invite that is just a free time, no reminders, and I'll just say, so-and-so is your delegate for this meeting. And I'll do it at the same time as the start time of the meeting so that he knows he can look at his calendar and say, oh, okay, we have a delegate set up for this meeting, but he still wants to know that it's happening. I'm always looking at the calendar because things are always changing. I mean, geez, from like Friday to Monday even, things get changed and put on this calendar. I'm like, come on people, it's the weekend. One thing I will say though, when in doubt, just ask your executive. There are a lot of meetings that I'll just even leave on his calendar as tentative. Like I don't do anything with them until I ask him, so that I can ask him before I do something with it, because there are certain meetings where I need his answer before I move forward. But again, this is going to be different for every single executive. So what I would do is have a meeting with your executive and maybe talk through these things and ask them, if you're not able to attend certain meetings, are there certain ones you still want on your calendar so that they're visible? It depends on the meeting. Like there are some meetings that come through, even if they're months out, where I decline them and I'm like, no, he has a conflict that is not movable on this day. Can we find a new time? And then there are times where everything on the calendar looks great, it looks amazing, and then we have a fire drill where a last minute meeting needs to be put on the calendar, and now I need to move all of these other meetings to make this one meeting happen.